Everybody, this is Legendary Gamer 666. Whoa, this is actually your account.
Well, then I should be doing the intro.
Yeah, I just realized that. Now everyone gonna think we're just crackheads.
Maybe because we are.
Maybe you, but not me.
Yeah. Well, what's up, guys? It's me, Andrew, here with my buddy Dalton. And full screen it. Is it still recording?
Yeah.
Alright. Full screen it. Alright. We kind of started getting into it, but then now we wanted to record this for a YouTube video. And, well, here we go. Let's jump right in. Hopefully you guys get scared like us.
Adventure is something most people are fond of. Going on a trip with friends to explore an area that you aren't familiar with always sounds like a great idea. Except sometimes, things don't go as planned. Whether you're going to a ghost town just to see what you can find, or going hiking in a group just to hang out, there is always the possibility something can go very, very wrong. In today's video, we will be going over 2 stories detailing exactly that. A huge thank you to the writers for allowing me to narrate their stories. Links to their original stories are in the description. If you enjoy the video, be sure to drop a like rating and comments letting me know your thoughts. Enjoy the video, and as always, I hope you all have a great night.
No, in fact, after this, we ain't gonna have a great night.
I am not the adventurous type. In fact, I am quite the introvert. I prefer to spend my nights alone in my house with my dog. Boring, I know. But we find things to do. Especially now that
Like
Red
Tim.
Dead 2 has come out.
They find things
I've always
to do.
been like this, though. Shy, socially awkward, constantly stumbling over my words when I talk to a pretty girl. So inherently, I learned it's less stressful when I don't go anywhere. I will admit, however, it is nice to go out from time to time and socialize. That's where my friend Raymond comes in. Ray and I have been friends since the 2nd grade. He is pretty much the opposite of me. Ray is always doing something. Kayaking, rock climbing, going on dates with girls. It's always fun hanging out with him. The only reason I ever did go out is because he would usually convince me to. That's why it's unfortunate that I haven't seen him in a while. 15 months to be exact. We're still friends and all. We text every now and then and like each other's Facebook posts. But we haven't hung out in quite a while, and it's mostly my fault. It became too hard to see him like he is now. Besides, in the past 15 months, other than work and the store, I have left my house maybe 10 times. I too am trying to get over what happened that day. It was July 16th, 2017, around 8 a.m. when my phone began to ring. Busy in my usual routine, nothing. I answered it. Hello? My dull and groggy voice even bummed me out. Wow, don't sound so happy. His excited tone was slightly distorted, as if he had me on speaker. Hey, since you're not busy, he continued, how about you come with me? I was only on the phone with him for 30 seconds, and I was already having more fun than I was before he called. What are you talking about, man? I've got quite the busy schedule ahead of me today. Really? He knew better. Okay, where are we going? I asked, partially ashamed. We're going to head up north for a few hours, into the desert. He had an inflection in his voice that carried determination. I did some reading this past week and found out about this old mining town out in Nevada. I was a bit shocked. I was expecting him to say something along the lines of a bike ride or maybe hitting some balls at the driving range. Not traveling state lines into the hottest part of the country. Nevada is kind of far, Ray. Once again, my hermit-like tendencies tried to take over. Yeah. New York's far. Nevada is just a few hours away. Ray talked to me for about 2 minutes, telling me how cool it was going to be, and all the history that was out there. When the phone was hung up, it was agreed that he would pick me up in about 30 minutes. With my backpack full of water bottles and a few Cliff Bars slung over my back, I waited outside for him. That old beat-up red Chevy S10 he pulled up in was just as dirty as ever. I threw my pack into the bed of the truck and climbed in. I buckled up and we took off, heading up the 91 freeway to the 15 north. We drove and we drove, only stopping once. It took us about 4 hours to get to Las Vegas. That's where I realized how hot it was. 105 degrees. I couldn't believe it. It was so hot I didn't think that water could save you from dehydration out here. Another 20 miles, Ray exclaimed as we got north of Vegas, still on Interstate 15. When we finally pulled off the highway, I was relieved. I thought we were just about there. Oh, how I was wrong. We drove for another 2 hours, to a small dusty little town in the middle of the desert, surrounded by mesquite bushes, sagebrush, cactus, and crows. There wasn't much to see in the town of Alamo. We didn't even stop to check it out. Almost as if he knew exactly where we were headed, Ray turned off the main street of Alamo and onto a dirt road. That's pretty much where I lost all sense of direction. I can't even remember if we turned left or right onto the dirt road. A bumpy, dusty, hot drive, but cool nonetheless. Living in the city and not getting out much, I don't see Mother Nature all that often. It was quite pretty out there. There's something about the desert that is powerful. It's vast in ways a lot of scenery is not. Off the distance, I could see the top of a wooden structure, and that's when the road ended, dead-ending into a small wall of desert plants. Ray put the truck in park, and we got out of the trusty old S10. Instantly, I felt as though I was going to die. It was extremely hot. It felt like my skin was blistering from the sun rays. My blood felt like it was boiling. Ready? Ray smiled at me like he didn't feel the heat. Without saying a word, I threw my pack on and started to walk towards the structure.
Yeah, I'm getting tired.
The heat, it was deadly, but the excitement of actually exploring made it bearable. I glanced at my phone. Of course, no signal. Along with that, it was 3:15 p.m., probably the hottest part of the day. We hiked up a small hill, when at the top we could see a few dilapidated wood structures placed in a line. The rooftop of the building we saw from the truck was on the adjacent hill. The small valley that lay before us was completely deserted. That 2-story building on the other hill is the Shaft House. Ray informed me as we started to walk down the hill toward...
See ya, guys. We're gonna go to bed.